So today I'd like to address an issue as AfriPsych, the therapist. So I get a lot of calls from people telling me that they know people who need therapy or they need therapy themselves. Usually they contact me on my personal phone, so I would give them the details of the practice. And they would contact the practice and they would get an explanation of how the therapy works, whether virtually or face-to-face. And I would tell them how much I'm charging per session, depending on whether it's a group session, couples, or individual. And people would come and say, but that's a lot of money. Before I continue, in 2021, I provided free services to almost 250 people for the entire year. I had multiple comebacks also that I needed to help them with their issues for free. And the reason why I did it for free is because I was still working a 9 to 5 and I was getting a salary at the end of the month. So I didn't really care for that hour or 2 or 3 in a day or taking leave for 2 weeks and just providing services free to the community. But now, fast forward, I don't do 9 to 5. I'm hustling. And then I would tell a person this is how much I'm charging because I'm not registered with the HPCSA and I am a therapist, not yet a psychologist. This is how much I charge. The minimum charge is 500 rands. And the person would say to me, no, but that's a lot of money. I don't have money. But the very same person is able to go to a white therapist. I don't have an issue against white therapists. I just have an issue with the fact that you don't want me to help you at a lower price. A person who understands where you're coming from. A black person like you are, but you would rather go pay 1,008 or 1,500 rands to a white person of whom you are not going to tell all your issues to because you're going to think they don't understand everything. A person who's going to just put a band-aid on your wound and not heal the wound. So what I'm trying to say is, as a black person, there are others that I gave free services to, and they would want to continue to go see a psychologist because maybe they want a diagnosis or they want medication to be prescribed. And that psychologist or psychiatrist requires a report from me. So they would come back to me and say, could you please give us a report of the sessions that we had? And then when I say to the person, it takes me roughly the same time as a session for me to actually create a report because I have a lot of clients. Therefore, I need to go through your notes to remember what we spoke about and try and actually evaluate what the sessions were all about. So I would obviously charge you the same amount as a session. And they would come to me and say, no, they're not going to pay that 500 rands because they don't have money, but they want a report to go and give it to a psychologist or a psychiatrist. So sometimes we try and help as black people because we try and understand what other black people are going through, but then you guys end up taking too much advantage of the fact that we're all black. Just because we are black and I'm doing business does not mean you and I are related. It doesn't mean that you and I are friends. We should treat each other as a customer and a business. As a therapist, I did not go to school for 4 years to study so I can give my services for free. I also need to survive. I also need to eat. So please do tell your people out there before they call me that I am going to charge them. And the minimum fee for this year is 500 rands. If they feel that that's too much, then it means that they are not my target market. Then they need to go to the people who are going to allow them to pay less. One other thing is that you need to understand that when you come to me as a therapist and you come to me with your problems, you are actually dumping your problems on me because I'm giving myself an hour to listen to what you were saying, sometimes provide guidance, assist you in navigating your problems, but then you don't even want to help me with a little bit of a thank you because I am black. Number 2, you guys like negotiating the price. But if you were to go to a white therapist, you wouldn't get there and say, oh, 1,000 is a lot of money. Could you please take it down to half? But when it's a black person, you feel entitled to negotiate a price down. How are we going to also succeed and build a better future for our future black generation if we can't even help each other right now? So all I'm trying to say is, I'm running a business to survive just like everyone else. My business is my job. Just the same as your 9 to 5. I need to bring in a profit in order for me to survive. I need to also have a salary at the end of the month so that I can survive. How do you expect me to survive by giving you free services all the time? Where am I going to get an income? And if I work full time, I obviously will not have enough time to give you those services at all. So all I'm trying to say is, we all are trying to survive. And let's respect other people's hustles. Just because I'm hustling, it doesn't mean that I'm desperate. So please, don't come to me and try and negotiate that I charge you 150 for a 1-hour therapy session. Just think about the problems that you are having right now, having to tell them to me for 150. I created a YouTube channel and I advised everyone, including my current clients, to say, I've created this channel because I will not be able to provide free services to everyone. So in this channel, I'm going to be talking about issues that I feel that you encounter on a daily basis. And if you follow my channel, you are more than welcome to give me any topic that you would want me to talk about. So I go and research that topic, and also I apply the knowledge that I have. And then I talk about it. In that manner, I'm able to help more than one person. In that manner, I don't need to take 1 hour of my day and give it to one person while there's a lot of people who need help. But mtomnyama, you can't even go and subscribe to my channel, but yet you come to me and tell me that you want me to give you free services. I mean, like, seriously.